Salvate, this is Jeff.
This is Dave.
We're playing more Dark Souls 2.
Yay.
Last time, we killed an inconsequential boss, and there was shocking revelations about the what's that word? Existence? There's a fancy word for it. Anyways, about fake things that David made up.
Thanks.
But hey, important things actually happen in this episode. For instance, the boss is a real boss.
Yay! And you killed Crichton.
I did. If you talk to them all the time that you can, they'll appear there. So, in this area here, unfortunately, a little bit of the footage got eaten, which kind of, sucks. But there was a Titanite chunk there.
I don't believe you.
I would recommend picking it up. There's a few other Titanite chunks here that you can get from the... from the bonfire, but the important thing is really over here. We're going to firebomb these guys unto death. Like so. Firebombs are real good. So there's a lever behind these boxes, and that will lower the chest up there. So I will hop over to this part of the footage that got eaten. But in here is the Southern Ritual Band +1, which gives you 2 attunement slots, which is the final ingredient for our first magical foray, which is Pyromancy. So now we can cast fire spells. We're talking to Rosabeth here in and around near Majula. Give her some clothes so that she'll actually appear in the main part of the town. Buy a bunch of fire seeds and upgrade it. Now we can throw fireballs.
Yay.
The Southern Ritual Band is also an important ingredient to being able to eventually cast miracles and a few magic spells, which we'll be doing. SL1 does have some options, so...
Okay. Is the crossbow special?
The crossbow is just a raw, light crossbow.
That's what it was, raw. That's what you did to it.
Since it doesn't have scaling, raw is just a damage boost. So it's good to have. We're going to go visit our stoned friend up here. Good old Strayed.
Yep. I'm not going to laugh at that joke, by the way.
Marijuana.
All right. You got me. That was so dumb. That was great. Perfectly timed. Oh, you're a butthead. All right.
So we're going to buy a Flame Swath and also Lingering Flame from him, which one of the bosses later on, who is a gigantic... we'll be using Lingering Flame as an important part of the strategy. Not for this boss, though. We are fighting the Lost Sinner, which is why we're here at the Sinner's Rise.
The entire area that exists just to get to it, yeah. Hey, you could summon somebody in. Or fade out.
We're going to show this is the successful run.
You're kind of grody looking, so...
A little grody looking. It didn't happen the first time. The boss happened the first time. But this is a good... let's say a good little speed run to get down there. You don't actually have to fight anything, which is nice.
It never occurred to me to do that.
Land right on the lift and just go down? Okay.
Yeah, well, granted, at the same time,
No, he's dead.
Granted, I also really enjoy killing everything on the way to any location, so it always feels weird to me to just run past everything.
Well, for the sake of the guide, here's how to do it if you don't kill everything.
Right.
Killing everything is still a viable strategy.
Yeah. It is how I do. And the dagger's getting good.
Yep. Well, these guys are extremely weak.
Right. But you still you shanked some of the congregation, so.
Indeed, there was congregation shanking in the previous video. That's obviously where I bit it last time.
Yeah, you didn't quite get the door open before everything landed on you and exploded.
I didn't quite
like
click it. Yeah, if you fall down and immediately just activate the gate, you have more than enough time to run through before the exploded guys catch up to you.
All right.
And they will not follow. They won't follow you all the way across. They'll go as far as like halfway. Well, sometimes they'll do that. But they have their faces are gigantic targets, just asking you to put bolts into them. So,
which is fine. It's how you do.
Mm-hmm. As you do. We got to fight with our skin on, though.
Okay.
It's got to be proper. Now, I have an interesting setup for Lost Sinner. We're going to be playing left-handed.
Huh?
So, the Royal Kite Shield, which, as you'll recall, is 100% physical block, but at SL1 can only be used with 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put it in our right hand so that we can get to it a little bit easier. Now, you can two-hand a left-handed weapon, but you have to hold down the Y button in order to make the transition, and tapping is a little bit easier. Also, we have a clear Bluestone ring, which I'll go into past vision real fast to show where that was. It's in the Shaded Woods. This is where the Chloranthy ring was picked up so many moons ago.
Right.
And if you want to, you do here. Well, there's a being chased.
Invisible dude, yeah.
Yeah, if you hug the left, well, not wall, but the cliff here.
The left death pit, yeah.
Yes, the left death pit. You can reach another chest. This has the old sun ring, which is kind of fun. When you take damage, it has a chance of exploding.
You're getting shot up.
Yeah, if you use that chest as sort of an arrow and then run into the forest, you can find another chest here, which has the clear Bluestone ring in it. +1. I have died.
I don't know if I've ever found that, actually.
That one is useful because it speeds up the casting time on magic spells. So you'll be able to cast Pyromancy in this case, and others later, just a little bit faster.
Okay.
We're going to be equipping that, and also our Chloranthy ring, because why not? We got ring slots. I'm going to fill them up.
Mm-hmm.
So we have we're two-handing the shield in our right hand, so that by just tapping Y, we can go back and forth. Because if you don't two-hand it, it's not going to be useful. The Lost Sinner is fortunately only physical damage.
Right. It's significant, but it's just physical.
Yeah. So this shield is going to take a beating, but also it's very dark in here.
Yeah.
It is possible to light up the place, but that requires going through the rest of the bosses in this area. I'm sorry, it shuddered. It's having trigger warning. Okay.
Gargoyles.
The lost. Yes. So, it's a hack step because
it's a hack and then a backstab. Yeah, it's a pun.
See what happened there.
Yeah, I saw it. It's not gonna. Nope.
This is a non-flashy way to beat the Lost Sinner, which is a defensive strategy. So this is not a speed run, but it is very safe.
Mm-hmm.
So the uppercut attack is very often only one hit, but can be comboed. So just kind of up to your discretion. The jumping combo, when she jumps in the air, often behind you, you lose target lock. If that happens, just turn around and then put up your shield.
Mm-hmm.
It can actually go up to 3 hits, which we'll be seeing later. Otherwise, the sword is really long.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
there's a few different ways, at least in this video, that I show for doing damage. My preferred strategy for SL1 is the shanking method.
Right.
We have an offhand dagger that occasionally will be shanking.
Right, and that did only slightly less damage than the firebomb did, so...
Especially because you can get some good, quick hits in.
Yeah.
Firebombs is another way to do it. Firebombs are a little tricky because Lost Sinner likes to jump around, so there will be a lot of missed firebombs.
Yeah, it doesn't come out quick enough to really...
We are also going to celebrate our newfound... fiery heart by using some flame swath.
Oh,
so there you go.
That's nice.
We won't be using any more of that though. You only get 2 flame swaths, and that's more of a demonstration. It's a little risky, so I'm not going to keep doing that. It takes a little bit too long to cast at the moment.
Now the Chloranthy ring is super helpful in those instances where you just have all of your stamina tanked away.
Yeah, if you take the full 3-hit combo, it's not enough. Your shield isn't strong enough to take all of them. But it won't do damage. It'll just stagger you. The slash combo has 2 different endings. This is the slam that we see here. If you see the slam, then you can attack. Assuming that you
don't get all your stamina removed and like that again and again
it's
and again.
Very long sword.
Yep.
It's just
Super long.
To it. There is an alternate ending to the combo, which we'll see eventually. It's actually a thrust. But a slam like that or a thrust means it's safe to do some damage.
Right.
The uppercut from earlier, the one that often is only one hit, but sometimes combos, you'll have the best bet if she does the uppercut. There's a thrust. She does the uppercut and then you are behind her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that as far as the AI routines go, that it is more unlikely that a follow-up attack won't happen. Wait, it's more unlikely that it won't not happen. If you're behind her and you don't have direct line of sight, I do believe that another hit is unlikely to happen.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I parsed that one.
What I'm saying is that the boss is smart enough to not continue swinging at the darkness in front of her. So
right. Well, considering, sight may or may not be super big on the scorpion in her brain's to-do list.
Yeah, it's like a chaos bug, it's just a little thing.
Yeah, that I don't like that intro specifically for that. It's a great intro. I love it, but I also hate it.
It's a little grody, as you say.
That's beyond grody. That's beyond grody. That's...
It's the sequel to Grody, Beyond Grody.
It's Beyond Grody. Grody 2, Beyond the Grodiest.
Firebombs they're so good.
They're fantastic.
They don't use stamina. They do a lot of damage. They don't use stamina. There's so many good things about firebombs.
They don't use stamina. You forgot to say that one.
Oh, did I? Okay. They also don't use stamina in addition to that.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot to say they deal damage.
Do they?
Yeah, they deal damage. Yeah.
Okay, yes, I see now on the video.
Yeah,
confirmed.
I mean,
does do damage.
I mean, despite all your rampant missing and attempts to make it look like they don't do damage, they do when you connect.
Well, you see, what it's trying to do here is it's like a performance art. It's sort of like I'm trying to create a zone of fire. Okay.
Oh, hey.
Not necessarily. Yes. So when she puts her sword up across her face, that means she's in a parrying stance, and don't actually try and attack her.
Do we get to see what she does?
No, because I don't ever attack her when she does that. Hey, but you can't parry a firebomb, so
fair.
Just saying. See, now this is another episode in that the art project that I was explaining earlier about.
I'm gonna guess the title of the art project. I suck at depth perception.
I suck at depth perception. Well, that was a working title. It's not the one we went with at the end. The final title, there was some.
Is it 99 firebombs, but a hit ain't one?
There was. Again, you've clearly been reading the blog, and you've just been reading the sample titles. We had a little bit of legal trouble with that one.
Okay.
It turns out that the 3M Corporation actually owns the trademark on the number 99, so can't actually have the number 99 in anything actually.
So was it?
Which is why. In JRPGs, the damage usually goes up to 999 or 9,999, or Final Fantasy X's case, 99,999.
Right.
It's considered a separate number, even though 9,999 is kind of just 99, like written again without a space.
So was it actually called I would walk 49.5 miles and I would walk 49.5 more just to be the man who missed and threw the firebomb over your head?
Yep, that's exactly what the title was.
Fall down on the floor?
I think it was truncated to hey, look, we won. We beat it. We did it. Lost Sinner's Dead.
I don't think that title's very appropriate.
It was controversial, but what is art if not, trying to be, provocative? Okay, eliciting an emotional response, specifically from people named David, specifically from people named David who are also you.
So it was for me. You titled it. So all those, yeah.
So it wasn't really so much of an art show as it was me just like lighting fires in your presence and like berating you.
So like every time we hang out.
So yeah, it's actually nope. Yeah, we were just recording an episode of Zexus or something. I think that's all it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I got those confused. I apologize.
Oh, it's probably because you're an
you.
Oh. It's good that we're such good friends. Otherwise, this would be real awkward.
I know, right?
So
if you like seething hatred,
and you like hearing us throw obscenities at each other, they get censored out in a comical way.
or even like you say like the first part of something, you're like, what's it going to be? And you're like, fun times, like we have here, just complete all the time, fun times. And you're like, okay, it was just fun times.
So if you like our fun times and you would like to support us, the easiest way for you to do that is to send trucks full of comically oversized burlap bags with dollar signs on them full of money to Jeff's
Cannot
at my
stress
house.
this enough. They have to have the dollar sign on the outside.
Otherwise, it's just...
Otherwise,
it's not the proper way.
It is easily confused for just hobo bindles.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to open those again. There was... Well, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's just skip that one. That's grody.
Actually, ironically, there actually was noodles involved in that incident.
But we're not funny when you think about it.
Okay.
If truckloads of money is not something that...
There was so much blood. There was just so much blood. It's just...
I had to burn the only pair of pants I've ever enjoyed wearing.
And that's really why you've adopted the outlook on life that you have now, which is disregarding pants. I think we've actually talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
Money, please.
If comically oversized bags full of money sent to us directly is not something you can easily do, consider our Patreon campaign, where you can give as little as $1 a month, and we would love you just as much.
Sounds good.
You approve of that?
I do.
All right.
Let me Patreon judge gavel. There. It's been the gavel was just my fist. I don't have a gavel.
Yeah, gavel takes money. Also, you need not just the gavel, but the stand.
If we had more Patreon money, I could irresponsibly spend it on a gavel and a podium.
You could. We both could. We could both have gavels and podiums, and all of our videos would be nothing but...
I'm just joking. That would not be irresponsible.
You're right.
That would be fiscally responsible.
Yes. The opposite of irresponsible is responsible. It's not, point of fact, responsible.
Okay, that checks out. I mean, you did say a non-real word, but you were saying a non-real word in order to prove a point about a real word. So this is a rare instance where I think that it was intentionally not a real word.
You want to hear me screw up the English language? Be with me when I wake up at 5 a.m. to ride with my dad so I can borrow his car. Good Lord.
At that point, it's like a weird mix between like Klingon and Gaelic.
Well, I was trying to explain Tanakh Tune to him.
Uh-huh.
You know, the Indian pop song?
Uh-huh.
That didn't come out.
Which is one of Dollar Mindy's greatest hits.
With fantastic special effects in it.
Yes.
Also,
if you like Dollar Mindy and want to see a music video that has a lot of Dollar Mindy in it, this is the one for you.
4 times the average Dollar Mindy. 400%.
That actually showed up on Reddit.
It did. That's why
It was like, it was uploaded in high quality. I was like, okay.
Let's look at this in a proxy because for some odd reason we can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then realize, oh man, those graphics were, wow, okay. And then the song proceeded to be stuck in my head for 3 days.
Yep.
And it's back in my head again. Da da da. Da da da.
Yep, that's how it goes. That was not even a slightly offensive interpretation of it. That was actually the lyrics. If you go back and listen, that was 100% accurate. I'm pretty sure we're
pretty good on that.
Yeah, we're pretty good. You can trust me. I'm a doctor of music. I'm good at doctoring music, I think is what I mean to say.
That checks out.